up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. A while ago, we were talking about Nick Cannon and the situation he went through when he lost his spot, VH1 and Wild and Out and all that because of some comments that he made, some true comments that he made that were labeled anti-Semitic. And thus, the powers that be decided to try to teach him a lesson and strip away his spot. Now, fast forward, um, if y'all are not familiar with the 85 South Show, the 85 South Show consists of three very funny brothers, very funny comedians who were a part of the Wild and Out cast when the show was popping. And actually, they are three of, if not the three, driving force members of the show, cast members of the show. And so now here we are a couple of months later after the situation with Brother Nick and Viacom, who runs the show, Viacom CBS, they have VH1 and all that. They, I guess, are in the process of trying to bring Wild and Out back. But in doing so, they've obviously reached out to the members of the 85 South Show, which is Chico Bean, DC Young Fly, and Carlos Miller, and trying to get them to come back to the show. This, what I'm getting ready to talk about right now, is a lesson on the words integrity and the word loyalty. They refused. They said that they would not come back to the show if Nick Cannon was not a part of it. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's important. Because in this day and age that we live in, when everybody is trying to get a spot, everybody is trying to get a shot, everybody trying to get some money, to be able to turn that down, and we don't know how much money they were, we don't know if they were making a lot of money, whatever it is, it was a steady check. But to be able to have the dignity and integrity to say, nah, man, this is the man who brought us in. This is the man who not only brought us in, he is the one who created the brand itself. So think about the deceitfulness of this industry, of this game, to have a man who conceptualized this whole brand, the whole Wild and Out concept was derived from the mind of Nick Cannon, right? He brings it to the network. Apparently the network says, cool, let's do it, let's run it. It's successful throughout a span of like 15 years, I think. That's a long time, almost 2 decades. And never had any drop off or let off. It was actually getting better and more popular. They get rid of you, cancel your show, but because of, similar to how we in the music business get caught up sometimes, because of the fact that we may come in not with our business hand not 100% as strong as it may need to be, then it may have been a mistake by Brother Nick to not have the full legal ownership of the brand, which means that Viacom still owns it. So they have the legal right, not the moral right, but the legal right. We can put the show back on, we can retweak it, we can recast it and do whatever we want to do. But the deceitful arrogance and the disrespect to do that, mixed in with trying to go after the people who Nick Cannon handpicks to be on this show. Nick Cannon does the auditions to be on this show. He selects the talent. But you go behind him and say, hey, we're going to restart it up. We're going to restart his idea, but we're going to reach out to his people. Now, here's the flip side to that. First thing, I gotta commend those brothers, like I'm saying, for being that solid. But the flip side to that is because, do you know how many people would have hurried up and jumped on that opportunity, man? It's a lot of people who would have total disregard and neglect for any degrees of loyalty in that situation. Like, man, I gotta eat. Yeah, I know he brought me on. I know I wouldn't, man, but I gotta eat. It's almost like crossing a picket line. You know, it's like a lot of guys may decide we going on strike. We ain't working, we ain't doing it. But then you got those one or two that say, man, I got it, man. And they'll cross that line. But these brothers decided that they were going to stay true to the individual who provided them with a platform that provided them with the ability to build a separate platform, which was the 85 South Show. These brothers are immersed in the understanding of independence and entrepreneurship. So they free black men. 3 black men that's free black men. And they were able to turn that down. How many of us got homeboys and family members and homegirls that would have been able to take a stand like that and stay solid like that? It ain't too many. We got friends and family. We know people right now that have sold us out for less. And it makes you like, man. But the last point I'm going to make, and it's to artists coming up, whatever field, whatever genre you're in. This speaks to the fact that these companies, these corporations, these industry people, these CEOs, they have zero respect for you. Because they had already thought in their mind and assumed, oh, they'll come back. We'll just offer them a job, offer them a spot, maybe bump up the pay a little bit, maybe give them a little more creative influence and control over the situation. They automatically assume that we'll come back. But we dealing with new people today. People who are not necessarily gonna be moved by the money, even though everybody wants to get the money. But it ain't always about getting the money. It's about how you get it. It's about being able to look in the mirror. It's about being able to sleep at night. It's about being able to dwell comfortably within your own thoughts. Not to sit around and go, man, I sold out. Might not ever say it out loud, but you thinking it. Then you start rationing. Wait a minute, I had to do what I had to do. How many of y'all could have stayed true in that situation? How many of you have done it? Tell me what y'all think, man. Loyalty and integrity in a dirty industry is a rare thing, man. So I salute them brothers, 85 South. I salute Nick Cannon. Much love, much success to everybody. And I salute y'all because it's people that standing up being true like that, but it's going unnoticed. So one love. It's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all, man. Peace.